So again, warehouse management is more than just one simple application. It's something that is wide sweeping and has multiple different uses with multiple different applications. So with that being said, because you went into quite a lot of detail about warehouse management, so now that warehouse management has been defined, so what exactly does EWM add to that equation, or does it simply improve and modify all of the features that you just spoke about?
Yes, but also EWM. Let's talk about a little bit this. EWM is, as its name say, is the extended warehouse management module now in the new version of the SAP system. And also EWM module was or already exists before the S4HANA version. So EWM is, let's say, the evolution of the warehouse management module. That means, as you mentioned, we have the same functionalities I just described from the normal WM module, but also we have totally new functionalities and totally new controls inside the system. We have an extended, let's say, functionality. That means the new EWM or the evolution of the WM module allow you to have additional control in your inbound and outbound operations or processes in the plant or in the company. For example, EWM now allow you to have control in a yard, in your different yards. That means now you are able to schedule your different incoming shipments. For example, you can schedule your different docks, receiving docks, on the way that you can see every time which truck you are unloading, for example, or which truck you are waiting for, right? Because it is coming probably in the next 10 minutes or in the next 5 hours. So now you can manage all these things in the system directly. Then you can assign in advance resources. It is called resource management. Now you can allow different resources on the way that, for example, if you are waiting for a shipment that is a huge shipment, a huge truck is coming to your plant, you can allow two different people or three different people to unload this full truck, right? If you are waiting for a small truck, for example, you just can assign one resource. This resource can fully operate this truck because it's a small truck, for example. So these new capabilities, this is an example how extended warehouse management module now in SAP system allow you to have more control, more functionalities for sure. For example, you can see all your entire traceability, let's say, or let's call it in that way. You can track since the very beginning, since you are receiving a specific pallet and a specific product or material, you can track all the internal movements in your plant. You can see anytime where it is. Where it is means if it is in the receiving dock, if it was already put away inside your warehouse, where if it is in a high rack position, if it is in a shop floor position, if it was already breakdown it because you want to send partial quantities to your production line, then you can see if this specific product was already in the production line or not, or is waiting to be scanned, waiting to be confirmed by a specific resource in the production line. Also, talking about the production replenishment process, now extended warehouse management has a functionality called waves management. That means you can run specific processes in the system, and then the system knows specifically which materials or which products needs to be replenished to the line, right? On the way that you can optimize your replenishment activities, you can optimize your spaces in the production lines and also in your warehouse. Now, talking about the in the picking or in the shipment side or the outbound side, now you can do your picking activities based on outbound deliveries, which means based on your shipments that are going to your final customers. So you can also track all these activities. You can also manage your outbound yards. For example, you can do a kind of transport management based on transport units. Transport units normally means your trucks that will deliver your materials to your customers. So as you can see, totally new functionalities, totally new capabilities, and also it's a totally different, let's say, organizational structure inside your system. For sure, it means more control, more steps, for example, right? We need to understand that because sometimes it causes probably wrong expectations to our customers. They probably need a simple solution to manage all the internal warehouse operations, and probably extended warehouse management now offers a totally new world, talking about new functionalities, new capabilities. So that needs to be clarified, right? So no, that's more or less the difference between WM and EWM modules. For sure, another big difference is the normal warehouse management module is included in the ERP SAP system solution. That means it's another module, as I mentioned, it's another module in SAP. And now with the extended warehouse management, you can have it standalone or embedded. That means it can be in a separate box from your normal SAP system, and you can connect it on the way that you can have your internal operations or your warehouse operations in a separate box. And for sure, those activities needs to be replicated to your normal ERP system or SAP system, right? Because remember, all your numbers or all your books are in your ERP system, not in your warehouse management system. The warehouse management system, again, is only to manage your internal movements in the system. The warehouse management does not write any kind of postings in your books, in your accounts, in your financial objects. So it is just, as I mentioned, internal movements in your warehouse. So in the new EWM, let's say, system or version or module in SAP, you can have it standalone or embedded. That means on your necessities, on your expectations, you can decide as customer if you want to implement it as standalone. That means in a separate box or embedded. Embedded means also we know it is included in the S/4HANA version, but depends on the license that you got when you buy the SAP system. Depends if it is an extended warehouse management module as basic version, let's say, or an advanced version. Basically, you have basic functions if you have the basic license, or you have advanced functions. That's it. But again, it will depend on your operations and your different processes, and if your industry sector is asking for or is asking to have this extended warehouse management module.